National talk show host Dana Loesch, heard exclusively on News Talk 710 KURV, 6 p.m. weeknights after the drive home with Roxanne and Davis. I got some good news, people. Starting August 1st, Dana goes live on KURV right after Rush at 2 p.m. That's right, August 1st. Put it on the calendar. We're so excited to host Dana Loesch, her national talk show on Friday, 12 to 3. So tune in for that live broadcast on Friday. And of course, 4 to 6 on the drive home. On Friday, we're going to be at Point Blank Sporting Goods, and it's going to be the big book signing for Dana. Dana, welcome to the Morning News on 710 KURV, and just a little different type of interview with you right now.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to say the words President Donald J. Trump?
As long as I don't have to say President Hillary Clinton.
Okay. That was going to be my next question, I guess. Yeah.
Anything to not say President Hillary Clinton. I say it jokingly, but if I had to say it seriously, I don't think my mouth would form the words.
Obviously, you're saying this, and you're not even close to being an earshot where Glenn Beck is right now. Because, man, he heard you saying something like that. He'd probably say, "What? Kick her out of my studio."
We disagree on video games. There's a few things that we disagree on. We really disagree on video games. That's a whole other thing. But it's fun working for him because he's like, more voices, not fewer voices. That's the way to go.
I love that boy.
Which I appreciate.
He's a kindred soul. Politically speaking, he's a kindred soul. I love that man. Did you get some regular callers from South Texas on the show, despite the fact that it's at 6 p.m. pre-recorded?
No, I do, and I get callers, and I get people who are active online as well.
Okay.
And I get emails. People are very vocal down there. People are very vocal.
Is it just the one issue type of caller, like the Second Amendment folks, or somebody?
Sometimes it's Second Amendment and anything that has to do with like any life issue. Like for instance, I mentioned, I think this was last week, I was mentioning a story about David DeLayden, and everybody remembers him, Center for Medical Progress.
Yeah.
Well, they're throwing a lot of these charges out against him, and I got a few email, I got some Facebook comments and a few emails. People they felt very strongly about that. The fact that this guy was persecuted. I think witch hunt was the most common used phrase.
How'd you get started in radio?
Well, I studied print journalism. And
How long did you live with your parents after that?
Yeah, no, I know. I fell into radio kind of by accident because I wrote a column on the Second Amendment, and because I had a newspaper column with the Daily there in my hometown. And it made their editorial board angry because it was pro-2A, pro-Second Amendment, and they didn't like it. And so we very unceremoniously split, and it became a huge story in my hometown because it involved the paper basically choosing pro-gun control over, allowing voices, Second Amendment voices. And I ended up on the radio about it, talking to different people, and then I kept getting invited back, and then that turned into an invitation to do a Sunday night show, and I said, oh my gosh, you people are crazy. No, I write. I don't talk. I'm not a talker. I can't do radio. So I said no for about 6 months. Then finally I agreed to do it, and I started out on Sunday night. It was baptism by fire. It was the worst show I've ever done in my life. Was the first radio show I did. It was the worst thing that anyone has ever had to listen to. It was. I feel for those people who stuck with it, and now we're daily, and now we are where we are.
When did you have that epiphany when you said, you know what, I just don't give a flip. I'm just going to open up my mouth and say what's on my mind, and you figured out, yeah.
I think when I stopped caring about how it was going to be interpreted, when I just didn't care about political correctness anymore. I'm like, no, I don't really, no, the truth needs to be said, and we need more people speaking it. And I think that's what it was. I didn't want to feel as though I couldn't say what was on my mind. And being that, I'm from the Ozarks, and all my family's from southern Missouri, when you tell a woman that she can't speak her mind, that's a very big thing. And I think in spite of that, it was a move of spite.
Dana Loesch, talk show host on 710 KURV, joining us right now. She's going to be with us live on KURV 12 to 3 on Friday, and then 4 to 6 on the drive home with Roxanne and Davis. We'll be at Point Blank Sporting Goods, and she'll be doing the book signing thing. And it's a real pleasure speaking with you, Dana. And before I let you go, before the quick fire trivia thing that we do in the morning,
boy.
The super beat stuff, the little powder stuff that you're selling, do you think it would taste good like on a snow cone? You know, like a.
Oh my gosh, I think it would. I've never had that idea before. That's actually pretty brilliant. I think it would.
Yeah, here in South Texas, we put like pickle juice and Kool-Aid on the snow cones. I figured the Super Beets probably taste good, and it'd be good for you too.
It would. It is. When I first started working with them, I said I need to actually taste this and try it because I am a picky eater, and I thought there's no way in the world I'm going to drink this. There's no way because I hate this vegetable. I'd rather starve to death than eat it. But no, it worked. It was it won me over with a pre-workout because I lift weights and I do kickboxing, so it won me over, and I'm like, all right, I can commit.
I'll make sure to make a note of that. Never cross Dana. Okay, here we go. Quick fire with Dana Loesch. Okay, here we go, Dana. Since you bring up trivia stuff from the 80s and 90s all the time, here we go. Choose one or the other. Hawaii 5-0 or Magnum PI?
I don't. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've ever seen Hawaii 5-0, but I know that Tom Selleck had an epic stash, so Magnum PI.
Yeah. Bananarama or Sinead O'Connor?
Bananarama.
Okay. Let's see here. Libertarian Party or Constitution Party? Constitution Party. Captain America or Iron Man?
Captain America. Well, wait a minute, because the whole new storyline that they're taking. But in the last film, totally Captain America.
Dallas Cowboys or Houston Texans?
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, you suck. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. I would look forward to seeing you on Friday. That's Dana Loesch on 710 KURV.